that we play at the end of this. In the final analysis, I know many doctors who are part of the California Medical Association, who have been members of that association for decades and who are proud to be members of that organization. I know many of the attorneys who work as counsel for the California Medical Association, and as recently as last week, I was privileged to speak to a gentleman who works on behalf of the California Medical Association. And to a man and to a woman, I have found them to be honest and upstanding citizens. I believe California Medical Association was asked to support a bill based on a fact pattern they had no idea about. They were asked to support this bill because there were dirty doctors writing fake medical exemptions. I do not believe for a second that they knew that this set of facts was as it was portrayed to be here today based on the other realities that have been uncovered, and that those facts were largely created from what it appears out of thin air. And I do not believe for a second that if they knew where the roots of this bill went, that they would have supported this bill. I think, I don't know, but I think it may have changed their analysis. Similarly, I was privileged to meet the governor's wife, first partner Jennifer Newsom, last week at a roundtable that she was hosting at Sacramento State on the subject of equality. After watching her speak passionately and very intelligently for 2 hours on this topic, and then meeting her briefly at the end, I have zero doubt that her and Governor Newsom, her husband, are committed to a Golden State that does not just preach about equality, but actually practices it for all people, for all religions, for all colors, for all sexual orientations, for all nationalities, for all adults, for all children, for all disabled people, and for all people who aren't disabled. And I know with every fiber of my being that they believe what you and I believe, that California can and should lead the way in achieving the ideals we hold true, particularly equality. Not for a single solitary second do I believe that Governor Newsom knew, any more than any of the other supporters knew, that he was being asked, or his institution was being asked, to support a bill that was built on the backs of a campaign to violate the medical files of disabled and compromised children in this state, and whose unseemly roots go back to doctors, county health officers who were hunting the very kids they were supposed to be protecting while attempting to smoke out their physicians, and then engaging in hate speech to justify their actions and write off the parents who were concerned as whack jobs. I don't believe for a second that they knew that. I don't believe anybody standing in front of me probably knew that, and for sure I know I didn't know that. But now that we do know, we have a duty, folks. We have a duty to let the federal government and the state attorney general's office investigate, and to not pass into law a bill, SB 276, that appears to have been an outgrowth and birthed from conspiracies, medical board referrals that may not have been justified, and quite simply government actors in the form of county health officers who are doing nothing less than abusing the positions of trust they had been entrusted with. We need to understand the extent of wrongdoing, and as I have said twice before, we need to understand who was involved in this wrongdoing. We are asking today, we are respectfully asking that Governor Newsom do nothing with this bill until such time as the investigations have started and finished. Finally, to any lawmakers, my final footnote, to any lawmakers who may be asked to vote in the future on SB 276 or a companion bill to it, I encourage you, one and all, to look at the data that was revealed here today. And after such time, I believe you will feel, as we do, that SB 276 was indeed the fruit of a poisonous tree. To cast a vote in support of this bill at this point in time now, in light of the evidence that we just uncovered, is to do nothing less than cast a vote for discrimination, plain and simple, guys. It is the 21st century. It is the 21st century equivalent of telling Rosa Parks not just that she has to sit in the back of the bus or has to give up her seat on the bus to a white person, but that she can't even get on the bus or take it to school. To quote William Wilberforce, you may choose to look the other way, but you can never again say you did not know. We can do better than this, California, and we must.
Right.